Hey guys, X-Core Gaming here, coming back out with you Destiny video. Today I'm showing you good guns for Crucible. So let's start off with the primaries and the hand cannon. So I'm gonna do recommendations and how good they are.
Heavy ammo.
So the last word is really recommended. You just don't aim in, or else you're basically known as DEAD, dead. And you don't want to die, trust me.
Heavy ammo available.
But last word is really OP if you know how to use it. Don't aim in unless you know how to. Like, really well. If you're like, really good. And let's move on to other ones. They're really good for close range. Never use them for far range unless you're feeling good about yourself. If you're feeling like, I can do this, man. I can do this. Then maybe, you know, you can, but I have a feeling that you probably can't if you have not really used them. That's weird, like that. So don't use them. I mean, mid-range, still kind of no. I mean, first curse is pretty good also. If you know how to use that stuff. First curse is really good. Just shoot them in the head with that and they'll be dead in a matter of seconds. Now let's move on to pulse rifles. So pulse rifles are a mid-range and far range. Not good for close range because you'll basically get RKO'd from your enemy unless you have a good trigger finger. I mean, I kind of have a good one, but not the best. Crucible. And if you're in mid-range, you really want to try to aim for their head, or else if you aim for their body, then they may not die because it could just get somewhere fast to high. If it's one of these maps that I'm playing on in this video, definitely use the pulse rifle or a pistol that
Only 5 minutes left.
Then let's move on to scout rifles. So scout rifles are good for far range, really good for far range and mid range. The ones I'll recommend are Meta Multi-Tool, and that's really all. I can't think of another one. Oh. Anyways, let's move on. Next we have, well, we're talking about scout rifles still. So Mida, obviously, use Mida. You had your one, go get it in your two. And the tower. It's very good. If you get headshots with Mida, they're basically known as dead, or basically any sort of scout rifle, because scout rifles are really OP. You know how to use them. Like I do. I know how to use them pretty well. I've used Mida for Trials of Osiris, the Flawless maps, all that. They're very OP. Like, very OP for far range. Because the enemy, if they have like a hand cannon, they won't be able to do anything to you. They'll just be able to wreck. Let's move on to secondary use. And let's go. Snipers are the most things. Never try to quick scope, like, if you think you're good, don't think you're so OP and stuff. And I just showed you there what happens if you try to quick scope. Like, you'll probably fail and then probably die easily. Also, sorry about that. Anyway, so snipers, never challenge someone for close range. Maybe mid-range, mostly far range. If you're not too good at sniping, don't, like, If you play COD, you're a beast. It's destiny. A freaking COD. You can't 360 unless you're a beast. I mean, I've seen some people 360. Like, actually 360 if they know how to, It's really hard, though. Never try it. So, really far range, the ones I'll recommend. 1,000-yard stare. What is it called? It's called, Still Piercer for Crucible. No, Still Piercer is really only a hunter exclusive. So if you don't have a hunter, yeah, pretty good. And maybe, don't use your after the Crucible. I've seen people use it. It's not good. And then move on to you. Well, I can't really do it since I don't have a shotgun, but I was gonna do it. Here, this is how you do it. There. But I threw something else. You have to be pretty close to your target. And shotgun melee will automatically kill them. Next, sidearms. Everyone probably doesn't like these things too
Embrace
much.
the chaos of battle.
Sidearms are definitely not the go-to weapon, except I'll recommend Havoc Pigeon for it if you're that type of sidearm guy. And those are used for mid-range and close range if you have a good trigger finger. And I forgot about fusion rifles. Let's skip the fusion rifles real quick. That's really all for sidearms. Fusion rifles. Mid-range and close range. Telestos are pretty good for Crucible. Sadly, it will not kill your target. It will only bring your target down to low health, and then switch to your primary and wreck that piece of crap guy you're trying to kill. Alright, next. We're gonna talk about how, like, to use fusion rifles. Hold the trigger until it actually shoots and hits the person, or else. I've fired it a little. I haven't actually fired it. I was like, oh, pull the trigger. Oops, my first time using them. So I'll hold that trigger, and I know it's probably like, dude, I already freaking know how to do this. Well, remember, hold the trigger till that fires, and you have to be close to them, and it will basically automatically one-shot them. If it's mid-range, never use it at far range. I'm gonna say that right now. Never use that at far range, or else you're basically gonna die. Because it won't hit, you're gonna miss your target, and that's gonna happen, and you're gonna be low in the corner. Eyeballs. Shh, don't tell anyone. But that's really all I have for, that. Split Shifter Pro is pretty good. You get that from the Crucible, like I just did, and last time I just played, you can go back. Alright, that's enough for that. Heavies. Kids. Truth. Dragon Breath is pretty good. And Rage Rocket Launcher. Those are the go-to guns, because you'll just wreck. So, rockets are used for mid-range, far range if you get a lucky shot if they have tracking maybe, and horrible for close range. You're just gonna get basically killed in a matter of seconds. And also compared to the shotguns. Yeah. Rockets, if you get too close and you shoot, you're gonna blow yourself up. If you're doing trials, your team's gonna be so into it. Usually I've had that happen to me before, like I accidentally, the rocket when I was close to the enemy and I'm like, oh, freaking come on. Yeah, I just seriously do that. So far range and mid range. machine guns. What I'm holding out right now, the beauty.
Heavy ammo on the way.
Heroquilum's Terminus. Even the normal mode one will still wreck these. It's very good. It just kills enemies so fast.
Heavy ammo available.
Like, it don't even ask how good it is. It's so good. Like, it kills the enemy in a matter of 8 shots. Or 6 or 7. And that's very good. Right, it has a lot of ammo and all that. So I'm gonna recommend that. Super good advice. And Thunderlord. That's the go-to weapons for Crucible. Just, you know, wreck. Basically. And those are for mid-range, far range, and close range. Just be careful about close range, because you could take it wreck. Don't. Careful. Alright, next. Swords. Obviously, exotic swords are really good. And legendary swords, if they're maxed out at like 310 above. They'll wreck these. Then, for those are for close range. Unless you have the, what is it? Well, that's the electric sword, the arc edge one, the frickin', where you shoot those little blade things. That's really good for mid-range. That's really all I have, and the uppercut will basically one-shot their target. Other guns I said can be used for PvE too, to player versus enemy, if you didn't know. So that's really all I have in mind. I might do how to use the armor and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, and I did horrible in these games that I showed you. But hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if you did, like, subscribe, and comment down below if you would be nice. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.